Voice reveal. I know I'm gonna sound very monotone right now because I'm very tired. I'm really scared to use my voice right now because I don't like how it sounds, but I just finished recording the next couple videos to stall for recording for this video because of course I'm scared. So I decided to go ahead and do this one just because I liked how my voice sounded in the last two. So sorry if I'm mumbling a little bit or if I'm monotone, because I also do have a bit of a mumble and I also have my retainers in, so that's gotta not help much. But anyway, this is the start of the series I'm doing. The start was on Monday, but I'm recording for it now because the recording I did Tuesday morning for the video was not good. Not good at all, so I'm doing it now. And I'm probably gonna post it all in one big chunk. So I'm in a roleplay group right now. It's technically two, but I don't want to get into that right now because it's a whole thing. But sometimes we like to do a reset where we meet children for the kids in the last roleplay reset that we did. They're kind of like story arcs, but every so often we just need like a refresher. We kind of get bored of the old stories, so we want to do something new to kind of get the chat going again. And it kind of worked. There's a couple people who haven't been active and are now more active, so it did work. The story that's going on now is rather interesting. It focuses more around teenage and school drama than the previous few resets that we did, which were very centered around a lab. We just call it the lab because it didn't really have a name. At first we called it the Never Seen Lab because it was originally a Keeper of the Lost Cities roleplay that we kind of drifted from as time went on, which is another whole thing that I don't have time to get into, but I will probably talk about later in this series because I want to do commentary about what's going on in the roleplay each day. And anyway, it started as the Never Seen experimenting on abilities to create new abilities, because in Keeper of the Lost Cities there's a set list of powers which they call abilities that you can have. Like you can turn invisible, you can control technology, which I thought was an interesting one because like I love the power, but there's a whole lore surrounding each ability. And a very popular one is pyrokinesis, which is fire. If you know what pyrokinesis is, it's obviously fire. Anyway, I use the word anyway a lot. You'll learn that quickly through my videos. But at first it was the Never Seen Lab. Then it started off as just 3 people who were in the lab. And that was Agarit, Shapeshifter, and Tatimaru, which are all my characters, and I created them for the Never Seen to play with. House is so quiet right now. I feel so bad because I feel like it's so loud. Anyway, I was gonna say, I think after about the second reset, we kind of strayed from the Never Seen because by that time in the storyline, the Never Seen would probably have been defeated. So we moved on to a strictly lab-based setting, just called the lab. Didn't don't have a specific name for the organization, and they just did more experimenting with abilities, and we wouldn't necessarily call it a reset, but we moved over to a different chat. We call it's just the fantasy chat, or the fantasy roleplay, instead of the Keep It All Cities roleplay. And there's a whole story surrounding it. It's just the same thing I say I don't have time to get into. But we moved over there and we did one full arc there that took us, and that was like a couple months before that. It was like 4 months. And then we just reset on Monday the 1st. So we just got into this new arc, our second arc in the new chats. It's a very interesting one because in the original chat we also reset, but a couple months ago we reset there, and our idea there was to focus on school drama and teenage drama and stuff like that. And we're still over there doing stuff, but not as much as the fantasy chat. But we haven't focused on school and teenage drama for the fantasy chat until now. The owner made the grave mistake of telling me that I could add a little bit of lab drama. I'm adding a little bit of lab drama. So I talk about this also in a video that I'll post after this one is posted, because I recorded it already. But I introduced a character. You write out your introduction for the character so that people know like what they're about. And it's Ritter from my webcomic. And his whole deal is that he's been in a cryo chamber for the past 2,000 years. He's still in that cryo chamber at the start of the roleplay. I told everyone at the time I introed the character, 8:43 on Monday night, I told them that I'd wait 1 week for him to get rescued, and if he wasn't rescued in 1 week, I would do evil things to him. I'd make him suffer. I'm getting him out, and I'm gonna do something fun to him. And I say it in my later video. I'm not gonna say it now, but it's pretty crazy, because at the time that the roleplay started, no one knew what I was gonna do. I was dropping hints like crazy because I got excited and I kind of basically gave it away. But as of Monday, that's basically all the updates. I'm not gonna get into any of the stuff that's been happening in the last 4 days because I talk about it in a later video, of course. So I'll let past me do all the yapping because I don't want to do that again. And I've said this like 3 times tonight, but I'm so tired and I need to go to bed. So I hope. Oh, I didn't even introduce the series. I'm so dumb. For every day that this arc is going on, I'm gonna do one drawing of one or more of my characters that I'm using currently. And I'm not gonna use my yellow guys because I added 4 yellow guys into the roleplay currently. I draw them so much that it's not even worth putting them in the series. Maybe if I forget to do a drawing, I'll just like digitalize one of my old yellow guy drawings for them. If that's all I have time for, that's all y'all are getting. But I think it's something. I know I call it a challenge, but it's kind of like, we all know I'm already drawing them because I love them so much. Yeah, if I don't have any motivation, I'll just, draw whatever. I don't know if my voiceover is going to be long enough to cover the video. If not, I'll slap some music in there. We'll just have to see. I'm probably going to be so embarrassed about my voice because I'm like so monotone and blah right now, but y'all are just gonna have to deal with it because I need to get over myself. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. I'm really sorry that I'm really chaotic right now and like always, but hopefully I'll learn how to do this as time goes on, and you'll get a better version of me for future videos. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Night, bye, or good morning, depending on whatever. Good night. Hello, post-editing retainerless Nashi here. I just wanted to say that I'm really trying to get my videos, like, people to see it, because I think my last video, or not my last video, but my most popular video right now has close to 50-ish unique viewers, which means that only 50-ish individual people saw the video. So I really want more people to see it. I want to be able to have a wider reach, and it'd be nice. It'd be really nice if you could like and subscribe so that I can have more people see my videos, because I think the more people like and subscribe, the more people see the videos. But I think that's how it works, but I'm new to YouTube and stuff, so yeah, thank you if you've made it this far. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting thank you for enduring my yapping. I ramble and I go off on so many tangents. I'm pretty sure I have ADHD of some fashion. And no, that's not an excuse, but I still just wanted to clarify that I have an actual reason to go off on tangents. So I'm definitely learning how to communicate better, and I do have a mumble, and I'm trying to not have a mumble, I guess, so people can understand what I'm saying. And yeah, like I said, like I put a text box earlier in the video, I think I sound like a child, and I'm a late teen, so just wanted to clarify so that you're not like, oh my gosh, it's a 13-year-old and she's cringe. And like, I'm not saying 13-year-olds are cringe, but a lot of people are scared off by younger content creators. You know, I'm not monetizing anything yet. A, because I don't have a bank account, and B, because I think I'm probably gonna get sued for copyright if I try to monetize anything, so I need to learn more about how music and stuff works. So as long as I don't monetize anything while I'm learning, I don't get sued, hopefully. I'll probably put a lot of Undertale and Deltarune music, because I'm like obsessed with I'm obsessed with those two games right now, so bear with me, because I do have hyperfixations. So again, thank you for watching. I still have no idea if this video is going to be long enough, because it wasn't long enough when I finished editing the audio that I already had. So I'm kind of rambling right now to see if I can get the audio long enough to fit the video. But yeah, again, thank you. Have a blessed day or night or whatever. And bye.